Recently, a lot more people have tried out Xbalanque. A lot of players don't regard him as good or as viable as the other ADCs, but is he really that bad as everyone thinks? Xbalanque is an auto-attack based hunter, and I will therefore compare him to the predominant auto-attack hunter in the meta, Rama. If you look at the level 1 stats, Xbalanque is slightly worse off than the Rama. While Xbalanque's stats are almost perfectly average, Rama takes the cake by having great stats, way above average. If you look at level 20, Xbalanque is even worse, having the lowest auto-attack speed of all the hunters. He gets significantly outclassed by Rama, who again has above average stats. So at this point you might ask yourself, is it even worth to pick up a Xbalanque? Well, let's just say there is a reason the balancing team has made his base attack speed so low. If we were to calculate in auto-attack boosting abilities, Xbalanque gets 50 power on his basics, and Rama gets 50% attack speed. If I were to calculate DPS now, it would be pretty much even, and it pushes even more into Xbalanque's favor if he has one or more passive stacks. Especially because Rama's self-buff only has a duration of 5 seconds, while Xbalanque's self-buff can keep going for as long as you have the mana. Everyone says Xbalanque's early game is bad. And while I agree that he might not have the best early game of all the hunters, the bad early game mostly comes from their build and not the god. We just discussed that Xbalanque is very different from the other hunters, so you also need to build different. Something that a lot of players do, which is in my eyes a mistake, is go for Transcendence. The thought process behind this is that they want mana for the late game. Then they go into Warrior Tabi, because they have learned that Warrior Tabi gives good early game power spike. However, they're not considering which god they build it on. Your branching bolas are your primary wave clear, and that wave clear scales off attack speed and not power. Xbalanque has a lot of base power, but not a lot of attack speed. Therefore, the focus of your build should be attack speed. I usually start the game with Death's Toll, Boomba's Mask, and 2 health and 2 multi-potions. Although I would understand if you would go mana potions instead. This is a very meta start, and Death's Toll gives you more than enough sustain to keep firing those branching bolas, as long as you keep it at level 1. The only problem now is that once your support leaves your lane, you will have a tough time clearing and probably will be outcleared. Luckily, there is an item which increases both attack speed and also helps Xbalanque's wave clear. Odysseus Bow. And I know, Odysseus Bow has gotten a bad reputation with the other hunters, but the other hunters are not Xbalanque, and he can build into it without fear of overcapping attack speed, and he doesn't need the power as much as other hunters. So the full build would be Ninja Tabi or Odysseus Bow, depending on how much money you have on your first back, then the other one that you didn't get. Then you go into Executioner or Kins, and then into the other one, and from then on you can fill the build with whatever you want. Bloodforge for sustain and for the ability to 1v5, Poison Star, Wind Demon, Deathbringer, Titan's Bane or Crusher. You could go Rage, because you can get easy stacks on Rage with your ultimate, and Rage is the most efficient single crit item for Hunter DPS. Or a late Transcendence, if you think that you can easily get the stacks. I would not go AC, because I think that gets outclassed by Bloodforge, and at this point you're already late in the build, so you no longer need a bridge item. And I wouldn't build into Shifter Shield, because Shifter Shield gives you cheap power and defense, but you don't really need that on a Xbalanque. As a Xbalanque, it's not unlikely that you will be behind in lane. Don't panic, because this won't be a problem. Just don't be too aggressive, don't allow the enemies to get any kills on you, and you should be fine. If the enemy ADC rotates, you can tell your team to back off and then split push the tower, or you can use your global ult to still participate in the teamfight. And once it comes to late game, you'll outscale the other hunter. How to play from ahead? If you can get ahead so much that you have the opportunity to solo the other ADC, then you should do it. Even if it results in a 1-for-1, it will still be worth for you because you're building your passive stacks. And if you already have those stacks online before you get into the team fight, you will be much stronger and you will be much stronger in lane. And now for some quick tips. Items like Hydra's Lament or Gladiator Shield will not proc on your 1, so don't even try. Your 2, your 3 and your ult remove auto attack movement penalty, which allows you to keep up with your opponent much better after basic attacking. And finally, don't go for the Bacchus and Xbalanque combo. Yes, a combination of the ults will result in a guaranteed stun, but honestly, it's more of a gimmick than something that will actually be useful. Getting a support with good wave clear to get you through the early game will be much better, like a Capri, or you could go Athena or Terra for the double global ults. Oh, baby. Anyways, my name is Xbalanque. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you all in the next one.